Hello, everyone. It's Stephanie Ponteau. Welcome to class. This is the Vision Church Level 2 class. Today is Monday, June 8th, and this is part 2 of our class. And I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, and I guess, everybody's out of school now here in Georgia. No more digital learning days for our kids. So hopefully you're enjoying your family and finding some fun activities that you can do in spite of the extra precautions that everyone has to take. Okay, but let's go ahead and get started on today's lesson. So let me get my pointer. So today we're lesson D and we're on page 128. I forgot to write that up there. Okay, so page 128. So go ahead and get your student book. We're at lesson D. We're continuing on with lesson D. And we are going to read and understand a paragraph about a party. We're going to look for examples of the main idea while you read. And we're going to learn some new vocabulary for celebrations. So that's what we're going to hope to accomplish in lesson D. Okay, we might not get to all of that in today's lesson, but let's see, this is so we still have another part to lesson D. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on lesson D. Let's look back really quick. You know, at the beginning of every lesson, we'll do a little bit of review to get us warmed up for the new things that we're going to do. And warm up. You ever heard that phrase, warm up? So when you warm up, it means you're getting ready for something. It's like you're practicing for something like kids people in general, before you're about to do sports, you warm up. Like if you're going to do a marathon, you don't just get out of bed and go run a marathon. You get out of bed, you warm your muscles up, you do some stretches, you might jog in place a little bit, you get your body ready and warmed up and ready to go. So we're going to do a little bit of warm up before we get ready for today's lesson. So look back at page 122. Yeah, page 122. Remember this picture here? Yes. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about that. All right, let me get my pointer here. All right, so this woman here, remember her? Who is that? That's Aunt Anna. And what gift did she bring for Celia? Right there, she brought some red roses, right? Or flowers. Flowers is the general term, and then red roses is the type of flower, okay? All right, so that's Auntie Anna with the flowers. What did Aunt Anna give Celia at the graduation party? Yes, she gave her some flowers. Okay, so let's look back at the table. Yeah, right here. What is this right here? I think I'm pointing at the right thing. It's hard to see. Yeah, there we go, right there. In that bottom corner. Yes, that is some perfume. And that is a gift another gift that someone brought to Celia at the party, right? And what's another word for gift? Yes, present. And do you know what Celia's friend Sue gave her the perfume? Now the perfume is already sitting on the table and Sue is holding the box. But Sue gave Celia the perfume as a gift or present. All right, so I'm going to ask one more question. This lady here behind the table with the yellow blouse on, that's Mrs. Campbell, right? What did Mrs. Campbell give Sue? I mean, not Sue, Celia, for her graduation gift. What is she holding in her hand? Yep, it's a greeting card. So Mrs. Campbell gave Celia a greeting card. All right, so that was just some vocabulary review from this lesson where we learned some words about celebrations, the gifts, and the guests, right? Those people that I pointed to that brought Celia the gifts, they're guests. So people that come to your party are guests. People that come to your home are also guests. They're guests at your home. All right, so let's go on. So let's move back to, okay, let me make sure I reviewed everything. Okay. So let's look at the picture on page 128. All right, you see this lady here? Who is that? Yes, that is Celia. And what is Celia doing in that picture? What is she doing? She's sitting there. She has all her gifts in front of her, right? She's got the flowers, she got the perfume, she's got the card, and she's got a piece of paper in front of her. So what do you think Celia is doing? Um, she might be writing in her journal about her party, right? And writing about her gifts. She might just be feeling happy and looking at her gifts. She might be writing thank you notes. That's a good thing to do when people give you a gift, especially at a party or a celebration. At least a phone call. These days, I don't think people write many thank you cards. Um, but I always make sure my children call and say thank you when anyone gives them something, and I do the same myself. Okay, so Celia is either writing thank you notes or writing in her journal about her graduation party. All right. So on that same page here, below the picture of Celia, we see a paragraph there. And it says, Stella's post. That should be Celia. So Stella was a lady from another lesson we did, but I told you every now and then I find errors in the book, and that's an error. That should be Celia and not Stella. Stella was the lady I think who had all the apartment problems. Okay, so exercise 2. Read. Read Celia's post, not Stella. We're talking about Celia. Read Celia's post. Listen and read again. So what I want to ask you to do is listen to it first, or you can read it first. No, don't listen. Read it first. Try reading it. Pause the video. Read Stella's paragraph. Got confused. Celia. Read Celia's paragraph. And then restart the video, and I'm going to read it with you. And so you can make sure that you pronounce the words correctly. So you read it first out loud to yourself, and then come back to the video after you read it, and you can listen to me read it to make sure that you pronounce all the words correctly, or you can use your QR scanner and you can listen to them read it. But I'm going to read it to you. All right? Okay. Celia. I had a graduation party last Friday. My husband sent invitations to my teacher and to my relatives and friends. They all came to the party. She's got an exclamation point after that. That means she's excited. When you see the exclamation point, that means the person said it with feeling and energy. The exclamation point. Like, stop! Watch out! You see an exclamation point after things like that when you're saying things with feeling or energy. Okay, so they all came to the party. My teacher, Miss Campbell, gave me a card. Some guests brought gifts for me. My Aunt Anna brought me flowers. My friend Sue gave me some perfume. My classmate Ruth brought me some cookies. After the party, I wrote them thank you notes. Tomorrow, I'm going to mail the thank you notes at the post office. Okay? So that's a looks like some kind of online post. You know, you can see there's a heart and her name below it. So this is some type of online post that Celia posted about her party. Because, you know, people write things online now, not too much writing in the journal, right? Everything on Facebook or posts or whatever all these other social media things are. I really don't use them very much. Okay. So let's read the tip box right here. All right, it says look for examples of the main idea when you read. This paragraph is about gifts. Look for examples of all the gifts. So if you read back through this paragraph, you can tell pretty quickly what the main idea is, right? The first sentence, I had a graduation party last Friday. So you'll know, oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, nope, didn't sneeze, it went away. Okay, so the first sentence usually gives you an idea of what the paragraph is going to be about. I had a graduation party last Friday. So you know that that's what she's going to be talking about in this paragraph. And the part of the party that she's mostly talking about is the gifts, right? She talked about what everybody gave her. Okay? All right. All right. All right. Exercise 2. Let's look at that. After you read, answer the questions about Celia's graduation party. Write complete sentences when you answer those questions about her graduation party. So, all of the information that you're going to need is in that paragraph right there. And you can always find the main idea for looking for details or specific information that supports what you think the main idea is. So, like I said before, this paragraph, the first sentence lets us know it's about the party. But to come down to a smaller point, the gifts that she got at the party. And you can look through here and say, she says, after she says her husband sent invitations, she said, they came to my party. My teacher, Miss Campbell, gave me a card. Some guests brought gifts. My Aunt Anna brought flowers. So you see, every sentence is about what her guests brought at the party as a gift for her, right? Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started on exercise 3. Number 1, who came to the party? Now they did that one for us. Celia's teacher, relatives, and friends came to the party. Number 2, which sentence in the paragraph states the main idea? You remember what I said? Usually the first sentence lets you know what the main idea is. And the main idea is, what is this paragraph going to be about? What is the main thing that's going to be talked about in this paragraph? So the answer to number 2 is the first sentence in the paragraph states the main idea. Okay? So I'm going to write this on the board for you in case you need to see it. The first sentence in the paragraph tells the main idea. Okay? Oh, that's not too easy to read, is it? All right, so I'm going to get another Sharpie for the next one. But yeah. And that's written as a complete sentence. The question was, which sentence? And I said, the first sentence in the paragraph tells the main idea. All right, so let me find another. Let's see. Let's see if this one writes any better. All right, so check your sentence against that. All right, so let's go on to number 3. What does number 3 say? How many gifts did Celia receive? How many gifts did she receive? So let's look at the paragraph. All right, let's see. So Miss Campbell gave her a card. That's 1. Aunt Anna brought flowers. That's 2. Ruth brought some cookies. And Sue brought some perfume. So if you count the card as a gift, if there's money in the card, it's a gift. If it's just a card, then that's not really a gift. So we don't know if there's money in the card, so we won't count the card as a gift. So let's not count the card because there might not be money in it. The guests brought gifts, the flowers, the perfume, and the cookies. So how many gifts did Celia receive? Celia received 3 gifts and a card. Celia received 3 gifts. And that's a complete sentence. All right, number 4. What did Sue give Celia? What did Sue give Celia? Sue gave Celia some perfume. Now, remember in our other lesson, we talked about direct objects and indirect objects. And we said that the direct object, if there is one in the sentence, tells you what received the action. And the indirect option tells you who received the direct option object. So in this sentence, what was given? The perfume. So the perfume is the direct object, and who received it? Celia. So Celia is the indirect object, but she received the direct object. All right. Sue gave Celia some perfume. Number 4. Oh, that was 4. Wait. Yes, that was 4. I had the wrong number. Sorry. So that was 4. We're on number 5. Number 5. Who is an example of a relative in the paragraph? Now, remember, we've talked about relatives in earlier lessons. Relatives are mom, dad, your children, aunt, uncle. They are the people in your family, right? Those are your relatives. So, who is an example of a relative in the paragraph? I'll give you a clue. She gave Celia flowers. Yes, Aunt Anna. So we answer this as a complete sentence. The question is, who is an example of a relative in the paragraph? And I'll say Aunt Anna is an example of a relative. And so remember that word. That's a new word. Well, not new, but you may or may not be familiar with it. Relative, people in your family. Okay. Number 6. What did Celia do after the party? This is the picture of what she did after the party. And she talked about it in her paragraph, what she was going to do after the party. Yep, she sure did. Celia wrote thank you notes after the party. Celia wrote thank you notes after the party. And if you don't have time or you don't want to write thank you notes or you have everyone's phone number, I think it's okay to call and say thank you. You don't have to mail a thank you note, but you do want to say thank you. Rather, it's a phone call or a card or thank you note. Celia wrote thank you notes after the party. All right. And then number 7, the last one. What is Celia going to do tomorrow? Now, she said in the paragraph what she was going to do tomorrow. What did she say? Yep. She said she was going to mail the thank you notes. So, the answer to that question, what is Celia going to do tomorrow? We'll say tomorrow. And remember the time phrases, you put a comma after it. Tomorrow, Celia will mail the thank you notes. Okay, thank you notes. And another way you could say that, you could say Celia is going to. Tomorrow, Celia is going to mail the thank you note. Okay, so you can say it either way. All right, I think that is it for today's lesson, Monday, June 8th, part 2, and I will see you in the next class. Take care, stay safe. Bye.